So tonight is a special night. It is the last night for some of our seniors, as they are going to be moving into college in the next couple of weeks. Some of them have already gone. Some of them are hiking the Appalachian Trail. Some of them are, doing all sorts of things. And so we really just get the opportunity to hear from some of them. This might go a little longer, may go a little shorter. Either way is fine. But each year we just give the seniors an opportunity to speak to you guys about things that they wish they knew as a 9th grader or a 10th grader, 11th grader, things they wish they could go back and share with their younger selves, things that God's been revealing in their life, ways God has spoken truth into their lives over the course of high school. And the reason that we do this really is based off of Psalm 145. I mean, there's a lot of passages in Scripture that talk about this type of thing, but really the purpose of senior night is Psalm 145, verses 3 through 8, and they're going to be right over here on the screen in just a second. But it says, starting in verse 3, it says, "Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. One generation commends your works to another. They tell of your mighty acts. They speak of the glorious splendor of your majesty, and I will meditate on your wonderful works. They tell of the power of your awesome works, and I will proclaim your great deeds. They celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness. The Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in love." And so, like that song that we just sang, "Too Good to Not Believe," that I know a lot of you could just quote by heart, it can be easy, and we can, if we're not careful, we can grow really cold to hearing stories of God's faithfulness in the lives of others. We can grow really cold because maybe you're in a spot in your life where you're not seeing the faithfulness of God. And I remember some times in my life, even within the past couple of years, where it's felt like I don't want to hear about God's answered prayers elsewhere. I just want him to answer my prayers. Like I want him to do something in my life. Frankly, hearing about other people's stories frustrates me because I want to see your faithfulness here. And what's been crazy, and I'm not going to preach because I want seniors to have the time, but I'll get to do that next week. But what's crazy is that as I look back over the past couple of years in those moments where I thought God was faithless, where I thought he wasn't there, I look back now and I get choked up singing that song because I see how he has been. I see how he has been true and he has been good. And so I want to encourage you guys tonight. If your last year of high school has really, really sucked, I'm sorry. I can't promise that next year will be better. I can't promise that day one of your next grade, all your problems will be answered and that person is going to like you and that person's going to stop bullying you and you're not going to have that teacher that hates you or that coach that just irritates you or whatever. I can't promise all of that, but what I can promise is that we have a faithful God, and we're going to hear some stories tonight. Some small things, some big things, some things that they've learned, some things that the ways that they've been growing. And I want to encourage you to just begin to ask yourself, like, God, where is that in me? Like we sang that first song, "Rest on Us," saying like, Holy Spirit, we are welcoming you here. He's already here with us. Like he is already with you, child of God. But we are inviting you here intentionally to invite you to speak, to say something to my soul, to say something to the core of me. And so I want to ask you to open up your mind just a little bit. Even if it's just a silly story, like when Jordan got up here and pulled out that card and had like 15 things that he was reading. I don't know if any of y'all have that planned. It's totally fine. I'm not trying to get you not to do that. But I was like, where's this going? And it turned out to be some really awesome stuff that he was sharing. Whether it's something like that or something of just a story of what God's been doing, I want to invite you to just open your heart, open your spirit to kind of hear of the greatness and the goodness of God in the stories of others. And so, without further ado, any seniors care to go first? Anybody's just like, let's go? I'm ready. Y'all are going to go first? All right, come on. Welcome them up. All 5. I love it.
We're a team. Okay, so my biggest thing that I learned from high school was to be intentional with everything I'm doing, especially like when I'm praying or like I'm trying to seek wisdom from God, like being intentional. And like that doesn't, my thing was like I always thought I had to be at camp, or like I had to be at the altar at camp, and like that's when I could fully surrender myself. But when I was trying to choose a school to go to, I was like, I had no idea what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, and I was like, really, my heart was hardened toward the school I'm actually going to now. And I was like, no way, like I just will never do that. And then I just had this moment in my room where I just shut my door and I just like fully surrendered myself and just asking God what to do to keep my mind open. And then just randomly I woke up and I was just going on. I was like, okay, that's what I feel God calling me to do. And now I'm so excited, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity. But that was my biggest thing, is just like, you can have a moment with God anywhere. Like, it doesn't have to be with your friends at camp, or it doesn't have to have your parents praying for you and seeing what you want to do. Like, you just taking the time to pull yourself away and just like, even just like listening to a worship song, like that can open your heart to so many different things.
Kind of going off of that, something that's been on my heart a lot recently, just with starting school and everything, is just having confidence where God has called you to be at. Because obviously whenever you're starting like a new grade or new classes or going to college or whatever, it's really nerve-wracking at first, like, oh my gosh, am I going to meet people, am I going to whatever, but God is calling you. If you're going where God is calling you, he's going to put people around you that he has for you there, and he's just gonna make your path straight. And so, yeah, that's something that's been really comforting for me with this new season of life starting. And so, like, no matter whatever season you guys are going into, like, if that's what God is calling you to, he's gonna provide a way through that. That's
it. Okay. I don't have anything prepared, so bear with me. I was kind of like, Johnny texted us earlier, and I was kind of thinking about like what I would say to my high school self if I could like go back in time. Mm-hmm. I think I would say, each like year of high school for me, I kind of got like more increasingly like anxious over what I was gonna do with my next, like after I'm graduated. Because I've never been like the type of person who ever since they were like 3 years old, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm going to Duke University. I was never that. I had no clue what I was gonna do my entire life, and I'm still like that. I'm completely undecided going to Charlotte because it's the closest school to me and living at home. So I would say that like it's totally fine to not have everything lined up. I think most of the people in this room, especially the adults, would say that who they were or who they thought that they would be when they were in high school, who they thought they would be, and like what circumstances they would be when they're older, it's completely different. So I think that I would say that it's totally fine to not have a plan, and even if things do change, don't get like devastated. I know some people who are kind of very hurt over colleges they didn't get into or things they weren't able to do. But I would also say that, like I said, it's okay to not know what you're doing, and just accept that God knows what he's doing, and like we're not supposed to know everything. We shouldn't know everything. And just like accepting that only God can know everything and we can't, because once we accept that, we're finally putting like God above ourselves and putting him in the place he belongs, because he's much higher than us and we can't know everything. So yeah, that's what I would say. Sorry, I was rambling.
Okay, I have another thing. So another thing that I struggled a lot with in high school was like friend groups and like staying true to like what my morals were, like who I was. And I obviously knew like right from wrong in my heart, but then like when I had friends who chose a different path, like sticking with those friends I knew wasn't good. But obviously it was like, those are my friends. I've been friends with them for so long. And it just like conviction, and it was like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I pulled myself out, and like obviously it can feel really lonely sticking to your morals and your values, but like knowing that God's the center of your life, like he will plant so many different things for your life and like give you friends because you're going you're following him. He's gonna make your life prosper with your friends. Even if you feel super lonely, at least you have him. And also, like, your church friends. I'm sure all you guys have really good friends, and, like, they were all, these people were always for me. So, like, having, like, a steady group of friends always, like, that you know, even, or your small group leaders, like, it's always good to have strong people in your life.
That's good.
Okay, I think we're done.
Leader for the senior girls. I love it. I love it. Any of the guys like to come up and share? Elijah. All right. Oh, and Jack. Oh, all of you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, my name's Elijah. If you don't know me already, I wanted to talk about a verse that I like from the Bible, Ephesians 6:11. It's put on the full armor of God so that you can stand up against the schemes of the devil. The Greek word for schemes is methodia. I think that's how you pronounce it, but that's where you get the word method, and that refers to a deceptive plan. The devil has a deceptive plan in place to keep you in sin and apart from God, but the devil's best weapon is deception, but God gave us this armor to put on, allowing us to recognize this deceptive plan and stand firm in Christ.
I don't have too much to say. The one thing I will say, back when I came here 4 years ago, as a freshman, I couldn't even imagine being here 4 years later. My main point, as you're going through high school, as you're transitioning maybe into your career, your adult life, whatever school you're going to, keep God a part of your life. Five Stones has been the one place that I've come back to every time, and it's just helped me grow my relationship with God. Every week being with my guys, Shane, Elijah, Jack, and a lot of the other people who can't be here. Just a great group of people, really helped keep me solid. So yeah, that's all I got.
I'd like to start with, I walked in here 5 minutes before starting. Johnny went, "Are you speaking today?" I was like, "For what?" I got 3.5 hours of sleep last night. Let's go! Just got off the 8-hour shift. My biggest thing that I would like to tell my past self was not to pay attention to how all other people see the way you act towards God, and not to listen to their opinions. If you want to act in God, that's the right way to go about things, and not to listen. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm going on about.
I get you, bro. I know what you mean.
But
Man, you're good.
that's really about it. Just listen to yourself, to God. Don't let other people
Appreciate you guys. Awesome. I love that the two small groups just went up together. It's like, why not? Why are we going to pretend like everybody's not going to walk up here? That's great. Leaders, y'all want to share anything? I don't mean to put you on the spot. Oh, go together. Yeah.
We'll be a part of the panel here.
Yeah.
So my experience, well, congratulations, senior ladies.
And
on
boys.
And gentlemen. So on your next season of life, it's going to be, keep your lamps full and stay on the path of Jesus Christ. And you just stay there and everything will fall into place. I remember 4 years ago, Jason Mundy texted me. It's like, I think you'll be a good youth leader. I was like, I don't know about this. So I did have to pray about it for sure. Talked to Johnny. Johnny's like, yeah, I'd love to have you open arms. It has been the best 4 years of my life. Pouring into these young men and the guys that aren't here. But I said I wasn't going to cry, but may have to do it. But guys, I've seen you grow from 9th grade. I'm going to compliment one guy, Elijah. Jeez Louise. I mean, I've seen you go from a young man to a career path that you're never going to, be successful in. I mean, the ups and downs that all my guys have had. I mean, we've been in our little chat group and side groups, and all the conversations has been great. I've tried to pour the best that I've can, because I've actually been there where you've been, in the bottom, and then seen you grow to the top. But Johnny, thank you for giving me this experience. This will be my last Wednesday night as youth leader, and it's going to be sad. As we go to further, hope to see y'all around on Sundays. But gentlemen, ladies, it's been awesome. Still don't know your names, but they always give me heck about not knowing their names. Yes, I still don't know them. But I had to concentrate on the gents. But to the ones that's already out there, good luck. Guys, good luck. I'm here if you need me. Number never changes. So stay in touch.
The biggest thing that I would say, great speaking, all of you, I'm proud of you. The biggest thing I would say is the things that you said tonight, continue to say to yourself, because going into the next 4 years, whether it's college or an adult job or none of the above, something else, the advice you're giving your high school selves can carry on way beyond high school. And so who you surround yourself with is important. The people that push you to make the right decisions is important. Putting on the armor of God every day is important. All of those things that you're telling your 9th grade self apply to you even now and will until you're old, And so don't just say, oh, I did that and I'm done and I'm moving on, because the things that you're saying continue to apply. I'm not going to get emotional because Shane already did. I remember when we went to dinner, the 4 of us, and Johnny said, y'all want to be youth leaders? And I was kind of like, I don't know about that. Like, we'll see. And the first night I came here, I remember, I don't know which one of the 5 of you saying, you going to stick it out with us this time? Like, and I was kind of like, wow, that's a little scary. Like, I don't know about that. But I can truly agree with Shane that it has been an honor to go the last 4 years with y'all. And the things that you have walked are things that I've not even necessarily walked, or the person next to you hasn't walked. But the way, Grace said it back here when y'all first got here, the way that you choose, and this is for everyone, not the 5 of them, but the way that you choose who you surround yourself with is a game changer in your life. Because the people that you surround yourself with are either going to pray with you or pray for you or be there when no one else is. And one of the girls was saying, I was having a really hard time when she was just talking to memory. And she said, I was having a really hard time a few years ago. It was New Year's Eve. All my friends were out. I had nowhere to go. And she said, but I always knew I could text this group of girls and somebody would have a place for me. And that's what she did. And she ended up, like, that night, New Year's Eve, when everybody's out doing things, the girls were like, okay, we're coming to get you. And they went and got her, and they all spent the night together. And so who you choose to surround yourself with is a game changer. And if you're sitting there questioning, I don't know if I have that, then pray for that. Because that is a prayer the Lord will answer, whether he answers it tomorrow or in 2 years. He will hear you when you ask for authentic community. And so I can say that watching you girls walk through the last 4 years and the high highs and the low lows, y'all have been that for each other. And you've been that for each other in even ways that I haven't seen, because I didn't even know that story, and I've been with you for 4 years until an hour ago. And so I love you girls. I'm so proud of you. And I want you to know that even though FS High is coming to a close, your relationship with me and each other does not have to change. And I'm always here for you. The church is always here for you. And we all love you.
Yes. We're gonna take a moment in just a second to pray over the seniors and their leaders. But I hope you've taken to heart some of the things that they've said tonight. It's a different thing. Like every year when seniors kind of roll off and leave, maybe leave and go not that far, maybe leave and go really far away. I can think of one from last year that went as far away as humanly possible, and I'll never forgive him. But Jakota's like up in Wisconsin. Anyways, but it's pretty far. But regardless, things change. People come and go. And juniors, all our juniors, you guys, it's time for y'all to step up. Yes, you're not done yet. Okay, don't freak out, don't cry. But it is now, there are some shoes that need to be filled in leadership. There's some shoes that need to be filled in setting the tone. There are some shoes that need to be filled in setting the example. In a couple of weeks, there will be a brand new batch of 9th graders. And let me tell y'all, they are ready to be here. And they are fun. They are a lot of fun. And it is on you guys. It is on you guys. The adults for sure are going to reach out, but we all know the difference that is made when a peer comes and finds you. And so juniors especially, on that day when there's those brand new freshmen, make a point to go introduce yourselves. Make a point to go say hello. Make a point to welcome them. I'm pretty sure you can all remember the first time you walked through those doors, and unless you were literally arm in arm with your best friend, you were probably a little nervous. Stepping into here, high school is scary. And so it is on you guys now. These seniors are about to leave. And so it's on y'all to set that tone, to set that example, and to continue to declare the good works of God from one generation to the next. And so we're going to pray over them in just a second. But I want to encourage you guys and invite you guys selfishly, please be here next week. It will be my last Wednesday as well. Shame. And so I am really looking forward to it, really dreading it at the same time. Excited for what's next. Really feeling a lot of things about this chapter coming to a close. But so I really hope to see you guys next week for us to be able to worship together. And I'm not going anywhere. You're still going to see me on Sundays and everything like that. And I'm still here if y'all ever need anything. This is true for you seniors as well. But I hope to see you next week. I really do. So if we could, we're going to pray over the seniors.